Sofia Vergara, has anyone checked for a penis?
For sure better than yours.
Fame doesn't erase boundaries, and a microphone isn't a license to provoke. And these reporters tried to cross the line. They learned karma and celebrities don't wait to clap back.
Yeah, when do we play beer pong?
The way you're looking at me makes me want to cover up my vagina.
You'll never believe how Russell Brand responded.
Madam, if I had rubber gloves, I'd do it for you.
You'll never expect what Lady Gaga does when she gets questions she didn't want to answer.
I'm just so fed up with all of it.
Once? Hey, how about this one? What did you... Oh, no. That's not what you think.
Delicious.
No, it's not.
Okay, so before I say anything, I promised my friend Iris that
Y'all got a lot of friends.
I'm sorry.
It was going great until one of Holland's fans decided to take down Anthony Mackie, and he obviously didn't want to let that go.
Where your friends at?
Sorry. Friends may be a term you don't know.
I like that. She clipped your wings, Falcon. I don't know the term friends. I know the term family. When stuff get tight, let me see where your friend at. But grow a little bit, you'll get there.
Okay, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of one of the greats, Taylor Swift with me right now. You look amazing. Can we just get a pan down of this dress? This, you said, is Ellie top?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it is. And it's ombre. It's like ombre teal. It gets lighter to the bottom. And then I have purple shoes on, because why not?
I just wanted to show the legs, because as I was telling you ahead of time, you're going to walk home with more than maybe just a trophy tonight. I think lots of men.
I'm not going to walk home with any men tonight. I'm gonna go hang out with my friends.
This reporter is about to turn a fashion statement into an insult. Say what you will, Taylor handled this just perfectly.
And then I go home to the cat.
No men allowed.
Men get me in trouble. I don't.
Makeup or your phone one last time, which one would you pick?
Is this what you think girls have trouble choosing?
Can you really go anywhere without your cell phone?
Yes.
How long can you go without looking at Twitter?
Many hours. Many hours.
I don't believe it.
Absolutely, I have to do it. But, you know, when I'm at a dinner table, I like to be present and talking.
Good quality.
Eye contact.
Ladies, learn.
Yeah.
Listen, Ariana probably thought they'd ask her about her latest album, but she forgot she was a woman first.
Learn, ladies.
Boys learn.
Come
on.
You see us on our phones? Nah, it's quiet for that.
I have made that
We got
mistake.
respect.
Come
We're on
on.
a date.
A lot of legs.
Do you have the word skanky in America?
We do have that word.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we should have
What
used
made
it
you think
then.
about your
Yeah.
mom? Why did she just pop in your mind?
She didn't wear a skirt all
She
the
didn't
time,
wear a
so length
skirt?
wasn't really an issue.
Oh, okay.
No, but no, come on. That's the character of the movie. I'm not trying to offend you. It's how
Whatever
it rolls.
you're trying to do, you are. That's a rude question.
Well, I'm not leaving till we get the car crash moment. I mean, that's what we would love.
Well, then you're going to have to get it from your wife when you go home.
Yep, that's how they set up the mood for the interview. She didn't deserve that, even if she's Amy Schumer.
The fact that there aren't really any superhero films with, superheroines, with female leads. And,
Yeah.
I mean, what's your take on that? Do you feel like it's time, it's just a matter of time?
You've got Megan Fox in front of you, and you ask this? You just wait for her answer.
Time, it's just a matter of time before we see more of those?
Do you think that I would answer anything but yes to that question? Do you think I would be like, no, it's not time for women to be in movies? Let's take it back 50 years.
This interviewer kept messing up because she couldn't stop talking about Christina Hendricks' body.
As a full-figured woman, what is the most inspiring story that you can remember where you've inspired someone? I don't know. I don't know. I've gotten. I'm sorry. Yeah. So you've been known as an inspiration for women as being a full figure. What is the most? I mean, it's just that you just said it again.
What about the crazy rumors that are out there? I mean, crazy rumors, for example, about you being a hermaphrodite. How do you feel about that when you read that?
Poor Gaga. She must have been so tired of being asked questions like this, and the stare down is exactly what the interviewer deserved.
I'm not even going to answer that question. You can ask me about scrutiny. I just would prefer that.
Then I'll ask you that then.
Fans are really excited about this. It was a couple days ago we finally saw the first photos of you as Catwoman. How do you fit into that suit?
it takes 3 of us. A lot of lead time. Sit-ups, tricep curls, and, you know...
But you're in phenomenal shape right now.
Bench kicks, I don't know.
You hear Catwoman, and you can predict where this question is going. Sometimes shaming gets the message across.
How much weight have you lost to get into this shape right now?
You did not just ask me that
No, I'm
question.
just saying, you're like...
What a forward young man you are. My goodness,
I'm
how
sorry.
much weight.
I'm not saying you needed to lose weight. I'm just saying that you look...
I've worked very hard to become Selena Kyle.
I know you have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sorry if I offended you.
You didn't at all. I'm just...
Now listen, when I said you were coming on my show, my Twitter exploded. I mean, how many followers have you got on Twitter? Because I'm not bragging, but I've got 4 million. It is amazing.
That's amazing.
What could go wrong bragging about your Twitter followers to a literal celebrity with billions of fans worldwide? Total Recall.
I have 20. No, just kidding. I have 19 point something.
So, being on The Big Bang Theory, how many people, not that you aren't a genius, but how many people think that you can solve calculus at the drop of a hat?
Pause. Aren't? That eyebrow raise tells you how she's feeling in that second.
I actually was trained in calculus for several years. Yeah, I'm a neuroscientist, so you may not have known that. Yeah,
Go, Mayim, go.
I knew you were some kind of scientist.
I'm a neuroscientist. Yeah, I can do calculus. I can do that. But yeah, I think people assume that of all of us, and you don't have to have a PhD in neuroscience to be on our show, I promise.
As a smart father, you know, you find that...
What are you on about, man?
Is it, do you think it's difficult in Hollywood to be an actor?
Thanks for your questions. They're awesome. You need to
Lisa.
work on those, buddy.
Lisa, nice
Hello,
to meet
how you doing,
you.
right?
How are you?
Right, questions, man. This question's... I apologize.
Either Tom Hardy had a bad day or the reporter has a bad rep. Either way, his questions really did
This question's... I apologize.
Talking about where are we? Where are we and what style?
We're in Big Sur.
Oh, wait, but are you in a cabin somewhere?
Yes.
Sorry. And so you go out to walk the dog?
No.
It's cool.
I sort of...
Do they allow dogs at the hotel?
Aren't you supposed to let people talk on the show?
Oh, Jimmy, you need classes on how to host.
Aren't you supposed to let people talk on the show?
I was waiting for you to smile at some of the compliments. You didn't.
Smiling doesn't win you gold medals.
Okay.
You ask that question in this age? Now that's a gold medalist response.
Okay.
What's your favorite position? CEO.
CEO. I like that. Yes. High five. CEO.
The host probably thought he'd get away with this question, but Lauren Conrad's got it locked down.
That was dope. Lauren Conrad, ladies and gentlemen. She's a citizen of Sway in the Morning. Thank you for coming by.
Thank you.
And you know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No.
People never forget how you made them feel. Just saying.
No. I did not say that. Misquoted for sure.
That's not a nice thing to say to one.
You've got the queen of period dramas and movies, and you say this? Right on.
It's more like the whole spirit of just being like...
Get a little more tissue out of shit going on there.
Are you hungry right now? Not at all. Really? I'm so hungry. Well, you should probably eat.
I don't know what this reporter was expecting.
Are you hungry right now? Not at all. Really? I'm so hungry.
Sofia Vergara has been through too much when it comes to interviews, but this one was crossing the line, and he deserved it.
Sofia Vergara, has anyone checked for a penis?
For sure bigger than yours.
Rihanna, this is a question for you. I have no doubt that all of your fans will be coming to see this film. You know, you have so many, and you're so good at connecting with people that I think that we actually feel that we know you. Things are clearly going brilliantly in your career. I just wondered if you are as happy in your private life, and will we be seeing a certain Mr. Ashton Kutcher perhaps making a trip over here?
Wow, how disappointing was that question?
Watch this interviewer mess up the question in ways you can't imagine. Rihanna said it.
Should we move on to another one?
Absolutely.
I think there was a question. We've got to move on. I think
I'm
there's a
happy
question.
and I'm single, if that's what you were really asking.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Calm down.
Yeah, when do we play beer pong?
You do not mess with Jimmy Fallon.
guys.
You want a piece of me? No. Security.
Yep, call security now.
Come on.
And what are you looking for in the next man?
Pardon?
What are you looking for in a man now to wear this cologne?
I'm not looking for a man. Let's start there.
You know, Rihanna was internally hoping that wasn't the question. And she ended it too.
Let's start there.
You say we're promoting an interview, promoting the movie. I mean, obviously you're doing a promotional round of interviews, and that's why we're talking about the movie. But we also would like to talk a little bit about you, and I don't know how comfortable you are, talking about yourself at the moment.
You have as much time as anyone else will.
When the agent says don't ask RDJ about his past, you don't ask RDJ about his past.
Yeah, well, okay, well then let me just ask you a few more questions and you can answer them if you want to and not if you don't want to.
You've got this much anyway.
Well, I think we've got 3 more minutes on our agreement.
Your foot's starting to jump a little bit. You better get to your next question.
And that was the one mistake this buffoon made. Watch how it goes.
The reason I'm asking about the past is that you've talked in other interviews again about your relationship with your father and the role of all of that in the dark periods you entered and taking drugs and drinking and all of that. And I just wondered whether you think you're free of all of that or whether that's still something.
I'm sorry, I really don't. What are we doing?
Well, I'm just asking questions. That's all.
Right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you guys.
Are you? I'm sorry.
Lauren Zima is about to find out what passive-aggressive call-outs sound like.
You do a little costume change?
I'm not wearing a costume. I'm wearing Dolce & Gabbana.
The stare down by Haddish says it all.
You put down cookies? Cookies. You put it in between 2 cookies like an Oreo?
No, it's delicious.
No. What is it? What do you got?
It tastes like fudge.
You disrespect Colombian cuisine in front of the Colombian queen? You get exactly what Sophia does next, even if you're Gordon Ramsay.
Good night, everybody.
Right, careful in case you knock yourself out. Now.
Most delicious dessert I have ever had. It was fantastic. Thank you.
Well, that's what women do, though, isn't it?
No, I've heard that.
Yeah, it's always a good woman behind a good man. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Or in front of, or on the side. On the side. Either way, looking gorgeous. Thank you very much. Well, that's. I can also be used as a sparkly object to distract the spirits. Just like, look at this shiny thing.
Very helpful. Look at
that. ScarJo didn't expect she'd have to defend feminism that day.
Hi, I've got a question for Scarlett. Obviously, your character could have easily just been kind of written off as the one of the team. How important is it that
Really? Have you seen Chris Hemsworth?
You've got the Black Widow in front of you, and that's what you ask?
How important is it for you that she's actually smart as well as... And are you livid that there's not a Black Widow film yet?
How important is what?
That she's really intelligent as well as being sexy. And are you angry that there's not a Black Widow film in the works yet?
Yes. I don't know how to answer that.
And our question is for Tom Hardy. In the film, your character Ronnie is very open about his sexuality, but given interviews you've done in the past, your own sexuality seems a bit more ambiguous. Do you find it hard for celebrities to talk to media about their sexuality?
What on earth are you on about?
That's an oddly personal question to ask, and then listen how Tom Hardy totally shuts it down with ice-cold kindness.
I was referring to an interview given to Attitude Magazine a few years ago.
But what is your question?
I was wondering if you find it difficult for celebrities to talk about their
I don't find it difficult for celebrities to talk about this. Are you asking me about my...
Sure.
Why?
Thank
you.
Okay.
We just want to know about the costume. Were you ever worried as it could be slightly revealing? It's quite an iconic one too.
Yes, there was always that worry because it was so revealing, but Mark White and Mike Blevins from Jim Jones trained me to within an inch of my life, and they sort of gave me a bit of confidence to wear the suit.
All right, sounds good. There's no way the interviewer can mess this up, right? Right, guys? Oh, jeez.
No socks used needed at any point.
No what?
No socks needed downstairs for the reveal.
No, man.
Okay, thank you.
So I was going to ask you to do the first question in singing. Can I sing it to you and you can sing back the answer?
Well, I won't be doing that, but you're more than welcome to sing.
Kirsty Fla. Do you feel that love was more passionate back then? Or people would sacrifice more for love than we do today? No.
Can you believe this interviewer went on to say Anne Hathaway was rude to her after she asked those basic questions? Yeah, deserved.
Do you remember your first crush? No. You don't? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
Did you ever think, why are all these women in here? I thought this was supposed to be a man's movie.
No. Not for 1 minute. Man, that's kind of obvious. Like, but also in reference to the concept of having a script, that would have been nice as well. So that was more of a concern to me. Yeah, that was a luxury we didn't have.
Tom Hardy, not for 1 minute. You don't just try to play the Tom Hardy with a question like that. Stick it, boomer.
Today, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern has taken a television interviewer to task after he questioned her hair colour. It was prompted by a tweet from Miss Ardern's fiancé, Clark Gayford, that he'd helped dye her hair and he'd given their daughter a haircut with scissors he'd bought at the supermarket. Have a look at her.
Why are you dyeing it anyway? Is it going grey or something? Why didn't you dye your hair for?
Never. That's not a polite question to ask.
Call it banter, call it disrespect, but that's no question to ask anyone, let alone Jacinda Ardern's.
I'd say anyone. I was about to say lady, but anyone, actually. Let's be open about that. So,
the both of you are living with your parents? Yes. And how does that work?
This question never bears well when you're not a Westerner, and you'll find out why Aishwarya married Abhishek in 3, 2, 1.
Go on, say it.
You live with your family?
No.
How does that work?
Time teaches, and you learn as you go. So, hey.
Do you think that the public will perceive you any differently after all that's been in the news about you?
What are you referring to specifically?
Referring to the drinking problems, referring to what's been called the anti-Semitic rant, referring all those things. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so that's almost 4 years ago, dude. I mean, I've moved on. I guess you haven't.
Well,
so
I'm just wondering if you think that the public has moved on and will perceive you in the same light.
Well, I certainly hope so. It is a while back, and I've done all the necessary mea culpas. So let's move on, dude. Come on.
Edge of Darkness opens today. It's good to see you back in the saddle and doing what you do best. Thanks a lot for joining us, Mel. Take care.
Bye-bye.
You can see Mel Gibson's cogworks moving like, what is he on about? Some people have a hard time moving on, I see.
Let's move on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, and people love to laugh. I mean, clearly that's why people love you. But they also know that you have some shock value to you. I mean, on the cover of your book, you're wearing a fur, and you knew that there would probably be animal rights activists.
This whole interview is becoming a defensive interview.
No!
Are you wearing leather shoes?
Yeah,
Shut up.
I'm talking.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear. You're wearing fur. You're wearing leather shoes.
I'm not an activist, but I'm saying
You're eating chicken.
Yeah.
You're eating meat. I don't want to hear this nonsense. Come to me with a paper belt.
When you've lived as long as Joan Rivers, you pick up on when people really mask their venom with sugar, and you'll never predict what happens next.
For 50 years, I am put on earth to make people laugh. My book is funny. Stop it with, and you do this, and you're mean, and you're that. You are not the one to interview a person who does humor. Sorry.
Are we serious?
I can't understand a single joke you say.
You can't understand it.
Can you
I can't.
understand me?
Yes, but I'm telling you, when I'm driving in the car and everyone's laughing in the audience of the radio, I'm like, I have no idea what he's
It's best you focus on your driving, Brian. You're a man, you don't want to be distracted by humour. You might crash into a pedestrian.
Okay. So it's a good thing.
I think it's probably for the best.
These hosts were so terrible, they were literally schooled by the guest. And then Russell Brand goes for the throat.
Powerful woman, you've got a lovely job. What seems to be the trouble?
I don't know.
You've got hair like Princess Diana.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, I've never
When
seen
she was
that.
alive, it wasn't being offensive.
Here's a little subtext.
Yes.
I'm petrified of her.
Что вы все-таки нашли в кино? Для чего вам кино? Что? Зачем кино? Зачем? Очень многие представители шоу-бизнеса снимаются в кино, и это не на пользу. Зачем часто на кино? Ну мало что.
Зачем ему нужно делать кино? А что вы хотите, чтобы он делал?
She tried to exploit the fact that he didn't know Russian, but Mila Kunis came in clutch.